考鸭，大家好，欢迎大家来到万门大学雅思听力课堂，我是汤杰。今天呢，要跟各位分享最后一个场景，大家看到最后一个场景叫做采访、报告、演讲。那么采访、报告、演讲啊，这三大块内容呢，通常是出现在 Section 3和 Section 4当中，因此我们今天的重点呢，还是放到后面这两个 section 当中。首先，我们直接进入到真题，大家把键七拿出来，看到 Test 3 Section 3这道真题。那么这道真题拿到手啊，这边又出现了一种新的题型。首先呢是上面的两道单句填空题，接下来呢有一道我们把它称之为一个图示题。那么这个图示题呢，其实这边老师截取了因为这个篇幅的原因截取了下半部分。那么这个图示题呢，大家一看其实跟我们写作上的流程图非常的相似。但是要做的时候不要去怕它，因为其实我们根据雅思听力播放这个录音材料播放的顺序跟我们的题号顺序是一致的，这样一个原则，我们直接把它也当成一个也把它当成一个单句填空题来做就可以了。OK， 好，那么首先还是请各位来自己审一下这道题目，然后我们首先呢来解决一下这道真题的前半部分。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Thanks to all of you for coming along today to hear about how the robotic float project is helping with ocean research. Well, first of all, we'll look at what a robotic float does and its use. So let's start with the device itself. It looks a bit like a cigar, and it's about 1.5 meters long. More importantly, it's full of equipment that's designed to collect data. So it can help us in building up a profile of different factors which work together within the world's oceans.
Sounds like a big project. Isn't it too big for one country to undertake?
That's quite true, but this project is a really good example of international cooperation. Over the last 5 years, scientists from 13 countries have been taking part in the project and launching floats in their area of ocean control. And next year, this number will rise to 14 when Indonesia joins the project.
That's impressive.
But let's move on to how floats work. The operational cycle goes like this. Each of the floats is dropped in the ocean from a boat at a set point and activated from a satellite. Then the float immediately sinks about 2,000 meters. That's 2 whole kilometers down in the water. It stays at this depth for about 10 days and is carried around by the currents which operate in the ocean at this level. During this time, it's possible for it to cover quite large distances, but the average is 50 kilometers.
So, what is it actually recording?
Well, at this stage, nothing. But as it rises to the surface, it collects all sorts of data. Most importantly, variations in salinity, that's salt levels, and the changes in temperature, a bit like underwater weather balloons. Then, when it gets back to the surface, all the data it's collected is beamed up to the satellite. After about 5 hours on the surface, the float automatically sinks, beginning the whole process again.
What happens to the data?
Well, the information is transferred direct to onshore meteorological stations, like our one in Hobart, and within 4 hours the findings can be on computers, and they can be mapped and analysed.
好，我们一起来看一下。那么首先还是关注一下这道题目的字数要求，那么上下都是一样的 one word and or a number 只需要找到这么一个词就可以了。好，看一下21题，21题题干叫做 Float is shaped like a 这道题目并不难，原文重现一下，原文说的是 It looks a bit like a cigar 直接给出来的a bit like a cigar 因此这边的答案就是 cigar cigar。 OK， 22题Scientists from have worked on the project so far。 那么这边要关注的一个是这个这个表示时间的这一个概念 so far 到目前为止所以这边有一点点的这个迷惑信息，注意了老师来给大家原文重现一下。原文说的是Over the last 5 years, scientists from 13 countries have been taking part in the project and launching floats in their area of ocean control. And next year, this number will rise to 14 when Indonesia joins the project. OK, 那么它最后说 next year 啊，这个数字会变成什么 14 是要另外加入一个国家，而且这是 next year 才会发生的事情，因此我们这边的答案应该是13，对吧？ 13 countries， OK， 13 countries。 好，我们来看一下下面的这一个所谓的一个流程图，告诉大家了，它的解题思路也是把它看成一个单句填空题来做。那么在审题的过程当中呢，我们还是通过自己划一些关键词来做好待会儿听音的时候的定位。好，看一下23题好。But let's move on to how floats work. OK， 那么就转到这道流程图。The operational cycle goes like this. Each of the floats is dropped in the ocean from a boat at a set point and activated from a set light. OK， 出现了 set light， 并且我们通过刚刚的预测，应该预测到23题需要的是一个动词，对吧？好，那么这个动词就是刚刚我们听到的这个词，叫做 activated 激活，被激活。好，接下来24题，那么24题这边的关键信息在于average distance， 对吧？ average 一定要听到 average 这个词，不是总的距离，而是 average。 好，来听一下。 During this time, it's possible for it to cover quite large distances, but the average is 50 kilometers.OK， 那么这个时候答案出来了吧？应该是50 kilometers。那么注意一下千米这个概念大家数学上也学过，可以用 km 来简记能简记，并且我们能确定的，为何不简记呢？好，下面25题呢，这边的一个关键信息在于changes， 对吧 ？OK， changes。另外呢，这个 and 连接了两个并列的信息，因此要注意听这个并列词表并列的这个连接词。好，25题。Well, at this stage, nothing, but as it rises to the surface, it collects all sorts of data. Most importantly, variations in salinity.OK， 这边出现一个词叫做 variation， 那么这个词我们之前讲过，它的动词形式 vary 表示变化，对吧？多种多样，因此这边的 variation 就是和我们的这个 change 发生了一个同义替换。 Variations in salinity 出现了，那么接下来听接下来一个信息。 Let's sort levels and the changes in temperature.这个我们要找的这个名词就出来了，叫 temperature。 那么注意一下这个 temperature 它的一个拼写。好，因此呢，接下来还没有完吧，这个叫做 operational cycle 但是上面的都是一些 given information 跟我们做题就没有任何的关系了。OK， 这就是我们要讲的一个图示题的一个解答。OK， 那么我们再接下来看接下来一部分。接下来这一部分呢，在上一讲的最后跟大家分享了一下搭配题的一个解题的思路。那么这道题目我们正好利用这道真题来练习一下搭配题那么这道搭配题大家看一下，符合我上次说的搭配题有两种情况，一种情况是选项多于题干，一种情况是选项少于题干。那么这道题目就是选项少于题干，因此一定会有被重复利用的选项，这一点需要牢记。OK， 然后呢，我们在听的过程当中还是按照这样子的一个题目题号顺序来。好 ，OK， 我们一起来听一下这道音频。
Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
You say you're building models of the world's ocean systems, but how are they going to be used? And more importantly, when?
Some of the data has already helped in completing projects. For example, our understanding of the underlying causes of El Niño events is being confirmed by float data. Another way we're using float data is to help us to understand the mechanics of climate change, like global warming and ozone depletion. That's part of an ongoing variability study, but the results are still a long way off. However, this is not the case with our ocean weather forecasting. Because we know from the floats what the prevailing weather conditions will be in certain parts of the ocean, we can advise the Navy on search and rescue missions. That's happening right now, and many yachtsmen owe their lives to the success of this project. In addition, the float data can help us to look at the biological implications of ocean processes.
Would that help with preserving fish stocks?
Yes, and advising governments on fisheries legislation. We're well on the way to completing a project on this. We hope it will help to bring about more sustainable fishing practices. We'll be seeing the results of that quite soon.
It sounds like the data from floats has lots of applications.
Yes, it does. It's also a powerful agricultural tool. If we were aware of what the weather would be like, say, next year, we could make sure that the farmers planted appropriate grain varieties to produce the best yield from the available rainfall.
That sounds a bit like science fiction, especially when now we can't even tell them when a drought will break.
I agree that this concept is still a long way in the future, but it will come eventually, and the float data will have made a contribution.
这道题目呢，同样出现了一些时间概念上的同义替换，我们一起来看一下。首先审一下这个问题 In what time period can data from the float projects help with the following things? OK, 好，然后我们来关注一下。首先第一个26题，26题看到一个非常熟悉的词叫做 El Niño 啊，厄尔尼诺。Understanding of El Niño， 好，看一下它是怎么表述的。Some of the data has already helped in completing projects. For example, our understanding of the underlying causes of El Niño events is being confirmed by float data. 这句话的关键信息在于哪儿？在于后面它用了这样子的一个进行时，叫做 is being confirmed。那么跟这个进行时相对的，我们应该看到选的是A 选项，对吧 ？At present， 它是根据这样子的一个时态来判断出来的这样子一个时间信息。好，再看27题，27题关键点在于 climate change 气候变化。来听一下。Another way we are using flow data is to help us to understand the mechanics of climate change, like blah blah blah. 好，后面不用。接下来 That's part of an ongoing variability study, but the results are still a long way off. 注意听 but 这个转折词后面给出的关键信息 But the results is still a long way off 什么意思？说这个结果还怎么样？要得到这个结果还远着呢。因此我们的答案就是near future 还是 long term future？ 当然是long term future。 OK， 再来看一下28题。28题 naval rescues 看一下它是怎么描述的。Because we know from the floats what the prevailing weather conditions will be in certain parts of the ocean, we can advise the Navy on search and rescue missions. 好 Navy 跟我们这边的 naval 是一个派生词。That's happening right now. 这道题目非常的简单非常清楚的一个时间就是 right now， 所以它的答案就是at present 发生了一个同义替换。接下来 sustainable fishing practices， 那么这边的一个关键信息在于fishing 听到跟 fish 相关的词汇，那么一定就可以定位到29题。29题是这样说的 Would that help with preserving fish stocks？ 听到了 fish 对吧？好，定位到这一题。Yes, okay, blah blah blah. We hope it will help to bring about more sustainable fishing practices. We'll be seeing the results of that quite soon. 关键信息在于最后，叫做quite soon 所以它对应的选项就是 in the near future。 OK， 好，下面30题crop selection， 那么这个 crop 表示的是粮食。 OK， 看一下30题。好，30题呢前面的这个描述比较长，说 it's also a powerful agricultural tool 这个 agricultural 可以跟我们的这个 crop selection 联系起来。那么到最后它是怎么说的呢？这个关键信息在于最后 I agree that this concept is still a long way in the future. 又是 a long way in the future， 因此肯定答案就是 in the long-term future。OK， 再一次利用这一道真题来复习了一下搭配题的整体的一个解题思路以及解题步骤。还是提醒各位做搭配题的时候，一定要注意去寻找同义替换的这个地方。我们一起来看一下这篇听力材料当中涉及到的一些重点的词汇。首先第一个是 robot 都知道是机器人，那么这是它的形容词形式。第二个单词关注一下 profile 我们比较熟悉的意思有这个轮廓、侧面，对吧？好，那么在这一篇当中，它表示的是一个简要情况、简介啊，有这个意思。Activate 这是我们所要填写的一个单词，表示的是激活。Satellite 啊，这个词也经常出现，卫星啊 ，satellite。Variation 再一次积累一下这个单词，包括它的动词形式 vary， 它的名词 variety 啊，这是另外一个名词 variation。那么还有它的这个形容词 various 啊，都积累一下。Salinity 啊，刚刚我们看到这个词，其实它已经解释了一下，它指的是 salt level， 也就是说盐分含盐度。好，这个词 meteorological 啊，出现在我们这个流程图的上面啊，这个词表示的是气象学的气象学的形容词。好 ，ozone 啊，这个词大家应该比较熟悉了，臭氧，对吧？好，最后有一个词啊 ，depletion 表示的是这个消耗、削减这个意思。那么其中涉及到一个比较重要的词根，我们一起来看一下，是 ple 这个词根 ，ple 或者是 pli 这个词根。那么有两个单词啊，其实这三个单词大家应该都非常的熟悉，可以利用这一词根做一下它的联想义。那么这边主要是看一下 complement， 两个 complement。它的只相差一个字母，但是它的含义呢千差万别。complement 如果是中间是 e 的话，它表示的是补足物，对吧？那么 complement 是 I 的话，表示的是称赞、恭维。好，另外还有一个词 supplement 也是表示的是这个补充、增补的这个意思。简单的看一下这三个词汇。接下来呢，我们给大家补充一些相关的这个场景词汇。那么刚刚这一篇呢是关于这个 ocean， 对吧？关于 ocean 这方面的。那么像这样子的一个海洋的题材呢，也是雅思听力比较喜欢考察的一类题材。那么其中会涉及到很多相关的这方面的一些词汇。那么这边就来为大家补充一下。首先，那么涉及到这个海洋的话，我们这个四大洋要知道，要熟悉哦。第一个是 Arctic Ocean 北冰洋Indian Ocean Atlantic Ocean Pacific Ocean， 可能第一个比较陌生。那么讲到洋之外呢还有几大洲。那么几大洲可能大多数大家都很熟。那么有两个，这边来看一下，一个是 Antarctica， 表示的是南极洲，另外一个是 Oceania 大洋洲这两个洲可能有所陌生，积累一下。特别我这边要强调的是这个 Antarctica。我们接下来会看到有几题都是围绕这个 Antarctica 这一个 topic 来展开的，这是雅思听力非常喜欢考察的一大题型。好，接下来我们继续来关注一个 section 3间期 test 2 section 3， 来看一下这道题目。那么这道题目就是我刚刚说的考察了，大家看一下 Antarctic Center。涉及到了我们讲的南极洲的问题。那么这道题目呢，首先是一些单选题。这道单选题是有所这个难度是偏难的。那么大家会看到它的前面这些单选题，不管是这个题干也好，选项也好，都是比较的长的但是不要去怕它，我们还是来我们该怎么样的解题，怎么样的一个解题思路，怎么样画核心词，还是一起来画一下。21题 The Antarctic Center was established in Christchurch because OK， 那么这边问的是一个在这个地方建立它的一个原因。22题 One role of the Antarctic Center 问的是 Antarctic Center 它的一个 role， 它的一个角色。23题 The purpose of the visitor center。OK， 那么这边我们的关注点在 visitor center。OK， 这是前面的几题，后面还有3题。24用的是我们根据这个人名以及 Antarctica 继续来定位。25题问的是它为什么这么冷的一个原因。26题 OK 也是问的一个原因，什么原因 ？Part of another continent 它的原因。OK， 好，那么我们在做这个单选题，特别是它的题干和选项都比较长的这样子的一个单选题的情况之下呢，往往我们会发现这个审题的时间不是很够，因此一定要运用老师之前跟大家讲的选择题的一个解题的技巧。我们在审题的时候，一定是先审一下这个题干实在没有时间，不用过多的去关注这个选项，我们待会儿在听的时候去抓这样子一些关键词，然后来联系一下我们的这个选项，看看有哪些发生同义替换的地方有哪些这个迷惑的地方。OK， 那么我们首先就来听一下这几道选择题。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
We're pleased to welcome Dr. Martin Merriweather of the Antarctic Centre in Christchurch, New Zealand, who has come along to talk to us today about the role of the centre and the Antarctic Treaty. Now, my first question is about the choice of location for the centre. Why Christchurch? Was it because of the climate?
Well, actually, New Zealand is the second closest country to Antarctica, and Christchurch is often used on Antarctic expeditions.
Right, so it's because of where we are, coupled with our historical role. So tell us, what is the main purpose of the centre?
Oh, well, we have two complementary roles. One is as a scientific base for expeditions and research, and the other is as an information centre.
Tell us something about the role as a scientific base.
Well, we're able to provide information about what scientists should take with them to the South Pole. For example, the centre contains a clothing warehouse where expeditions are supplied with suitable clothing for the extreme conditions.
I suppose you need a bit more than your normal winter coat.
Yes, exactly. And then there's also the specialist library and mapping services.
Right. And which countries are actually located at the centre?
Well, the centre houses research programs for New Zealand, for the United States, as well as for Italy. There's even a US post office at the American Air Force Base here.
Really? And what does the Visitors Centre offer?
Well, since very few people will ever experience the Antarctic firsthand, the Visitors Centre aims to recreate the atmosphere of Antarctica. There's a mock campsite where you can see inside an Antarctic tent and imagine yourself sleeping there. And the centre also acts as a showcase for the unique international cooperation which exists in Antarctica today.
What is it actually like at the South Pole? I know you've been there on a number of occasions.
Yes, I have, and each time I'm struck by the awesome beauty of the place. It's magnificent, but you can really only visit it in the summer months.
October to March.
Yes, because it's completely dark for 4 months of the year. And, in addition, it has to be the coldest place on Earth.
Colder than the North Pole? Why is that?
Well, unlike the North Pole, which is actually a frozen sea, Antarctica is a landmass shaped like a dome, with the result that the winds blow down the slopes at speeds of up to 150 kilometres an hour. And that's what makes it so cold.
Oh.
And one other interesting thing is that Antarctica is the driest continent on Earth, surprisingly. And so you have to drink large amounts of water when you're there.
How old is Antarctica?
Oh, we're pretty sure it was part of a larger landmass, but it broke away from the rest of the continent 170 million years ago.
How can you be certain of this?
Because fossils and rocks have been discovered in Antarctica, which are the same as those found in places such as Africa and Australia.
Amazing. To think that it was once attached to Africa.
好，我们一起来看一下这道 Section 3当中的采访场景题。21题要找这样子一个原因我来把原文重复一遍给大家。Well, actually, New Zealand is the second closest country to Antarctica, and Christchurch is often used on Antarctic expeditions. Right, so it's because of where we are. OK, 大家一定要抓住这样子一些表示总结的词。So it's because where we are， 也就是说我们怎么样？我们身处的这个地理位置极佳，对吧？因此第一题的答案马上出来了，就是Boy, Christchurch is geographically well positioned。好，地理位置非常的好啊，这样就出来了。22题要找它的这个 role， 那么它讲到了2个 role。好，我们再来听一下。We are able to provide。OK， 首先在前面说 We have two complementary roles. One is as a scientific base for expeditions and research, and the other is as an information center. 好，那么这边大家应该听到的可能是这个 A 选项当中有一个 expedition， 对吧？好，那么先关注一下，我们继续往下听。他说到了Tell us something about the role as a scientific base.We are able to provide information about what science should take. 他们应该带一些什么东西？因此，我们马上就可以肯定答案就是 A. Provide expeditions with suitable equipment. 给他们提供一些设备。好，这是22题。23题 The purpose of the visitor center. 好，那么抓住这样子的一个核心词。Well, since very few people will ever experience the Antarctic firsthand, the visitor center aims to recreate the atmosphere of Antarctica. 那么这边的关键信息就在于 recreate the atmosphere of Antarctica. 什么意思？Show people what Antarctica is like. 给我们怎么样重现一下这个南极洲它的一个风貌，对吧？好，这是前面的3道，接下来看。好，24题。24题这边啊，注意一下，还是同样把原文来重复一遍。What is it actually like at the South Pole? I know you've been there on a number of occasions. Yes, I have, and each time I'm struck by the awesome beauty of the place. The awesome beauty.Awesome 这个词表示的是一种非常高的一个程度。好，因此那么听到了 beauty 答案发生同义代换的就是boy， 对吧？ Extremely beautiful。好，25题接下来看 very cold because 这道题目稍稍有些难度，我们来听一下原文是怎么说的。25题。Well, unlike the North Pole, which is actually a frozen sea,Antarctica is a land mass shaped like a dome. 我们这边可能没怎么听懂什么叫 shaped like a dome， 但是我们听到了一个关键词是 shape。在我们的 A 选项当中有这样一个词 of the shape of the continent。因此听到这儿，其实我们可以默默的选一下这个 A 选项。那么再听一下它后面是怎么说的 ？With the result that the winds blow down the slopes.At speeds of up to 150 kilometers an hour, and that's what makes it so cold. 这就是为什么它会如此的冷因此后面没有再给出一些多余的信息了，我们就可以肯定答案就是 A。那么刚刚这个 shaped like a dome 是什么意思呢？就是说它像一个什么形状嘛，对吧？那么 dome 表示的是穹顶这个教堂的这个穹顶叫做 dome。好，26题。26题这边呢也是同样发生了一个统一替换，我们来听一下。How can you be certain of this? 问的是 Because fossils and rocks have been discovered in Antarctica, which are the same as those found in places such as Africa and Australia. 好，那么前面出现了2个单词，一个是 fossil， 一个是 rock。这2个单词不知道各位熟不熟悉 ？Fossil 表示的是化石 ，rock 是岩石，因此这2个就是我们这边所写的 geological evidence， 有这么一些地理上的证明、地理上的迹象，可以来表明这个地方曾经是属于另外一个大洲。这就是前面的6道选择题。好，我们接下来看一下。接下来呢，会发现有一张简易的表格以及一个多选题 ，OK， 又是一种题型的叠加。那么 同样还是请各位通过这道真题来复习一下我们各大题型的一个解题的方法。我们一起来把下面这段音频听一下。
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
Now, let's just have a look at the Antarctic Treaty. How far back does the idea of an international treaty go?
Well, as far back as the 19th century, when 11 nations organised an international event.
When was that exactly?
In 1870, and it was called the Polar Research Meeting. And then, not long after that, they organised something called the First International Polar Year.
And that took place when exactly?
Over 2 years, from 1882 to 1883. But it wasn't until the 1950s that the idea of an international treaty was proposed. And in 1959, the treaty was actually signed.
What do you see as the main achievements of the treaty?
Well, firstly, it means that the continent is reserved for peaceful use.
That's Article 1, isn't it?
Yes.
That's important, since the territory belongs to everyone.
Yes, but not as important as Article 5, which prohibits any nuclear explosions or waste disposal.
Which is marvellous. Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to stop there because I'm afraid we've run out of time. Thanks for coming along today and telling us all about the centre and its work.
后半部分呢，应该说是比较简单的啊。首先27题这边很明显说的是 over 2 years from 1882 to 1883啊，因此这两个年份马上就出来了。那么这边还是要提醒各位的是27空，你看一下27对应着两个答案，因此这两个答案誊写到答题卡上的时候都要写在27空这个后面。下面28题也是比较明显的，28题是直接给出的 In 1959 the treaty was actually signed。 好，那么这边注意一下题目要求是 one word， 因此我们只要写 signed 就可以了。接下来是一道多选题，要选两个选项 Which two achievements of the Antarctic Treaty are mentioned by the speakers？ 好，问的有哪两项成就？好，那么同样我们去找这样子一些逻辑联系词啊，并列结构的这些词。Well, firstly, 你看 firstly 抓住这个词 it means that the continent is reserved for peaceful use。 好， reserved for peaceful use， 因此我们对应一下应该是 A military 表示的是军事的啊，它一直是用于这个和平用途，因此没有跟军事相关的这样一些用途。好，接下来第二个点 Yes, but not as important as Article 5, which prohibits any nuclear explosions or waste disposal. 好，那么我们对应一下，应该能够找到的是 dog， 对吧 ？nuclear 就是说不会进行一些核爆炸试验啊，这些。OK， 那么这是这道题目。好，来看一下重点的单词。首先第一个啊，刚刚跟大家讲过的 Antarctica 啊，后面有一个 A 表示南极洲。那么南极洲另外一种说法可以说 the Antarctica 啊，用这个词，或者呢也可以把这个词看成是它的形容词的形式 ，OK， 南极的。好，这个不再重复。Complementary 啊，我们刚刚看到 complement 对吧 ？Complementary 是它的一个形容词的形式，可以补充的。Expedition 呢，这个词熟悉一下，表示的是远征探险。Scientific base 我们说的科考基地。Air Force 啊，空军对吧 ？Air Treaty Antarctic Treaty 这个单词不知道大家知不知道，表示的是条约啊，条约。好。最后还有一个 territory， 那么这个词应该很熟悉的，表示的是领土，主要是用这个词再来复习巩固一遍 terr 这个词根，这个词根表示的是土地的意思。好，我们来看一下 territory 啊，是这么来的。另外呢，之前跟大家讲过这个 Mediterranean 对吧 ？OK， 当中涉及到这个 terr 这个词根，表示的是地中海。另外再来看 subterranean， 那么这个词应该也很好猜测它的词义 sub 表示的是下面的，对吧 ？OK， 地下的。比方说我们再来看一个动词叫做 inter 啊，既然这个 ter 它表示的是土地，那么 in 表示的是进入，所以说它是埋葬的意思。好，那么刚刚我们看到的这2道真题呢，都是来自于 Section 3。好，我们再来看一下 Section 4当中涉及到的这个演讲的这一个场景。好，大家看到剑舞 Test 1 Section 4的这道题目。那么这道题目啊，我们审一下啊，发现它是上面是一个单句填空题，下面是一个 summary 的填空题。好，那么提醒一下各位，因为这是我们第一次给大家练习到 Section 4，来回顾一下我之前在讲在介绍我们雅思听力的基本情况的时候说 Section 4是怎么考察的。Section 4跟前面的3个 section 有所不同的是，前面的3个 section 我们都可以把它当成是2段式分开的这么样子的一个对话也好，这个采访这个 monologue 也好，对吧？但是在我们的 Section 4这个 lecture 这个演讲当中呢，它是10道题目，一下子需要你浏览完毕，并且一下子都需要把这10道题目给答完的因此在审题的过程当中，大家一定要注意一定要扫读这些题目，划出一些核心词。好，那么首先我们就来尝试着做一下，听一下这一道题目。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Okay, so we've been looking at the attitudes of various social and cultural groups towards the management of their personal finances, how important they feel it is to save money, and what they save their money for. One aspect that we haven't yet considered is gender. So if we consider gender issues, we're basically asking whether men and women have different attitudes towards saving money, and whether they save money for different things. Back in 1928, the British writer George Bernard Shaw wrote in his Intelligent Women's Guide to Socialism and Capitalism that a man is supposed to understand politics, economics, and finance, and is therefore unwilling to accept essential instruction. He also said, a woman, having fewer pretensions, is far more willing to learn. Now, though these days people might question a lot of the assumptions contained in those statements, recent research does suggest that there are some quite fundamental differences between men and women in their attitudes to economic matters. Let's look at what men and women actually save for. Research studies of women in North America have found that women are far more likely to save for their children's education, and they are also more likely to save up in order to buy a house one day. The same studies have found that men, on the other hand, tend to save for a car, which, by the way, takes a surprisingly large amount of the household budget in North America. But the other main priority for men when saving money is their retirement. When they're earning, they're far more likely to put money aside for their old age than women are. Now, this is rather disturbing, because, in fact, the need for women to save for their old age is far greater than for men. Let's consider this for a moment. To start with, it is a fact that throughout the world, women are likely to live many years longer than men, so they need money to support them during this time. Since women are likely to be the ones left without a partner in old age, they may therefore have to pay for nursing care, because they don't have a spouse to look after them. Furthermore, the high divorce rates in North America are creating a poverty cycle for women. It is the divorced women who will most often have to look after the children, and thus they need more money to look after not just themselves, but others. So what can be done about this situation? The population in North America is likely to contain an increasing number of elderly women. The research indicates that at present, for women, it takes a crisis to make them think about their future financial situation. But of course, this is the very worst time for anyone to make important decisions. Women today need to look ahead, think ahead, not wait until they're under pressure. Even women in their early 20s need to think about pensions, for example, And with increasing numbers of women in professional positions, there are signs that this is beginning to happen. Then research also suggests that women avoid dealing effectively with their economic situation because of a lack of confidence. The best way for them to overcome this is by getting themselves properly informed so they are less dependent on other people's advice. A number of initiatives have been set up to help them do this. This college, for example, is one of the educational institutions which offers night classes in money management, and increasing numbers of women are enrolling on such courses. Here, they can be given advice on different ways of saving. Many women are unwilling to invest in stocks and shares, for instance, but these can be extremely profitable. It is usually advised that at least 70% of a person's savings should be in low-risk investments. But for the rest, financial advisors often advise taking some well-informed risks. Initiatives such as this can give women the economic skills and knowledge they need for a comfortable, independent retirement. The increasing proportion of elderly women in the population is likely to have other economic consequences.
不知道大家在刚刚听这段音频材料的过程当中有没有发现，虽然我们说 Section 4它中间是没有间隔的，但是你还是会听到中间大概会有那么1-2秒钟时间的停顿。那么这个停顿一定是我们在做 Section 4的时候需要紧紧抓住的一个信号，它往往是由一种题型转换到另外一种题型的一个标志。比方说这道题目啊，就是从上面的这个单句填空题转换到了下面的一个 summary 填空啊，那么这个中间就会有一个小小的停顿。我们接下来会做到更多的真题来体会到 Section 4的这一个特点啊，虽然是很小的一个点，也希望各位可以好好的把它利用起来。那么我们先来看一下这个单句填空题。单句填空题呢，同样自己做好划好核心词。那么31题根据这个人名，对吧？而且根据后面的这个 man， 我们可以听到给出的这样子一个并列结构的信息，非常之简单，叫做 politics。好，注意一下政治 politics。32题根据 however women 转到了 women， 来把原文重现一下。He also said a woman having fewer pretensions is far more willing to learn. Is far more willing to learn. OK， 所以说 however women are more prepared to 找到这个动词learn about them。好，32。33题。Women tend to save for save 关键点在于 save， 并且又是一个并列结构的信息。原文重现。Women are far more likely to save for their children's education, and they are also more likely to save up in order to buy a house one day. 好，那么在 and 的前面给出了这样子的一个信息，叫做 their children's education。当然 their 是可以省略的。好，34题 ，men tend to 好，上面讲了 women， 下面讲了 men， 也是关于 save 这个话题，同样有这样子的一个并列结构。来，原文重现。The same studies have found that men, on the other hand， 注意抓这样子的一些词tend to save for a car。好，那么答案就出来了吧 ？Men tend to save for a car， 对吧？好。下面35题 ，Women who are left alone may have to pay for when they are old。关键点 when they are old。好，听一下。Since women are likely to be the ones left without a partner in old age, they may therefore have to pay for nursing care. Okay, because blah blah blah. 因此这边 they will have to pay for nursing care 必须要有人照料 OK nursing care 好，这是上面的这个单句填空题，接下来我们还是来看一下并不那么好处理的一道 summary 填空题。summary 填空题难度永远是偏难的。好，看一下这道题目，我们一起来审一下。首先关注字数要求是 3 words。好，然后summary 填空题，我们再来回顾一下。我们划核心词的时候，抓住这个空格前面的以及这一句话最开始的一个 核心的实义的名词或者是动词。好，那么36题抓住这个 financial future。 OK， 37题抓住前面的这个 pension。 38题 OK， 后面有一个 financial affairs。 39题 classes。 40题 high proportion of their savings。 那么这样子一来抓住这些核心词。那么这道题目同样是发生了一个句式结构上非常大的一个转换所以有所难度。我们还是来给大家重现一下原文。好，36题。那么36题，我们再来把原文的这句话听一下，它是怎么说的呢？说 The research indicates that at present for women it takes a crisis to make them think about their future financial situation。 那么这边的关键点在于这样子的一个结构 It takes a crisis for them。 好 It takes， 那么我们看一下到了我们的这个试卷上呈现出来的这一句话，他说的是I think about their financial future when occurs。 那么是不是就是我们刚刚说的 It takes a crisis， 需要让他们经历过这样子一场危机，只有当这样子一个危机发生了之后，他们才会想到他们的这个 financial future。 好，自己体会一下这边发生的一个句式结构上的转换。37题。37题呢比较的简单，因为是直接给出的，可以明确的听到这个 in there。Okay, even women in their early 20s need to think about pensions, for example。 好，听到了 pension， 并且 in their 什么 early 20s， 注意一下这样子的一种说法，20多岁的时候，那么这个大概是21、22岁的时候，叫做 early 20s。 好，38题。38题这边又涉及到了一个比较难的同义替换，同样我把这句话重复给大家。Then research also suggests that women avoid dealing effectively with their economic situation because of a lack of confidence。 好，我们来看一下原文。原文说的是 A good way for women to develop their in dealing with financial affairs。 我们刚刚在听这句话的过程当中，有没有听到 avoid dealing effectively with their economic situation？那么这个 economic situation 就是我们这边所说的 financial affairs。 好，那么前面关键信息在于前面 develop 要找到一个判定一下词性，找到一个名词。再来一遍这句话。Then research also suggests that women avoid dealing effectively with their economic situation。 好，那么可以发现这句话其实就是后面这部分信息的一个转换，对吧？好，那么我们要的信息在后面 because of a lack of confidence， 有没有找到这个名词？就是 confidence， 他们因为缺少这样子的自信，因此他们需要 develop their confidence。 把它倒过来说了一遍。好，接下来看39题。39题根据这个 classes 39题应该并不难。39题说的是which offers night classes in money management。 因此答案就出来了 money management， 金钱管理。最后是40题。40题呢这边这个短语可能稍微有点难度，再来重复一遍。It is usually advised that at least 70% of a person's savings should be in low-risk investments。 那么大家发现和这边的 a high proportion of their savings 发生同义替换的应该是70%， 对吧？70%就是我们说的一个 a high proportion 一个比较大的这个份额了。OK， in 呢 ？in 有没有听到这个后面这个信息叫 low-risk investments？ 好，看一下。Low risk 什么意思低风险投资，对吧？低风险，注意一下，作为一个形容词来修饰 investments， 那么前面要加上一个 hyphen 连字符这就是这一道 summary 填空题。我们一起来看一下这一篇听力材料当中涉及到的重点的词汇。首先第一个这个形容词 intelligent 表示的是聪明的，没有问题。第二个 pension 这个词表示的是养老金或者是一些津贴这个意思。 下面 initiative 这个词呢，我们通常会用的一个词组，需要大家记得一下，叫做 take the initiative， 采取主动。好，这就是以上我们要分享给大家的这个采访报告演讲的第一部分内容。